Hi, my name is Salma. I'm the head of the management department at Victor Michael Limited. I'm here today to talk about the selective licensing in London Borough of Waltham Forest. But before I go on to the selective licensing in London Borough of Waltham Forest, I just want to quickly mention why the legislation was actually brought out. And it was because there were serious issues in the north of England with antisocial behaviour, and it was because landlords were purchasing properties, derelict houses, they were in poor conditions, and it was let out to social housing, which caused serious antisocial behaviour. Okay, and we feel that the boroughs within London are using the same excuses to bring out the licensing in the east of London. Newham have already done it, and now the rest of the boroughs are following in their footsteps. First of all, the consultation period we felt was ineffective, and the borough didn't do as much or didn't put as much effort in to locate the landlords or property owners. The landlords actually found out by chance through either clients, family, friends, and attended meetings, 2 consultation meetings, which I attended myself with one of our clients. And obviously we felt that the views were really strong from the landlords. We feel that there's already existing powers within the boroughs: social services, housing, environmental health, enforcement, which probably the departments at the moment are quite ineffective, but the borough should concentrate on actually making those departments more effective, maybe using the forces with the police and help from the police to make to improve the areas basically, and improve the antisocial behaviour. And already there are legislations in place which they can enforce on landlords who they feel aren't doing the right jobs, maybe whether it's compliance within the properties or the properties being in poor conditions in other areas. Obviously the objections are pretty high, and the council failed to identify, we believe, a direct link with antisocial behaviour within the private housing sector. And there are large referencing processes already in place, so the good landlords will always do what they have to do to ensure their properties are in good conditions, or there are good tenants in their properties. And the private rented sector we feel are quite strongly regulated compared to the social sector. And it has already been proven to them that the reason to implement the licence in the borough is not justified, and the conditions set within the legislation don't actually meet the requirements. It's also been found that the income generated from the licensing is solely to administer the licence, and the council have not yet identified their cost for administration. It is also believed that the money cannot be used for enforcement or any legal action, and the council may fund this by putting pressure on council tax or other taxes to recover the cost. So what's happened so far is a few key players, including ourselves, have actually submitted an alternative proposal to the council, and we think that it has had a major impact in their decision to defer the licence for the moment. And it is actually a clever decision, we think. It's a tactic by the council to wait until the elections are over in May, and we feel that following the elections in May they will actually implement the scheme. So to be honest, in all fairness, what we're saying is the council need to reflect on their decision to implement their licence. They need to reflect on all the objections that the landlords have voiced it pretty strongly, and they will put good landlords in a difficult position, and there are good landlords who are willing to help the council, but it shouldn't be the case that it should be at their loss. So we hope that it is an unfair legislation and unnecessary pressure on good landlords, and we hope they will work with us all rather than working against us.